Singapore government, the Malaysia parliament unanimously voted them out. The Prime Minister of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, he cried while announcing his separation. You know what awaited him? Singapore was a wasteland, a nation without any natural resources. They had no army. The world expected this newborn nation to fail. But judging as Singapore today, one of the best countries in Asia, they have been maintaining one of the highest gross domestic products per capita in Asia. It's one of the best countries to travel to. 98% of the residents there feel safe walking at night. Crime rate is low. They have high-end infrastructure. So how did this wasteland become this first world country of today? Lee Kuan Yew happened. While the world was expecting Singapore to fail, he quietly built this nation without applause, without fanfare. All that 3 decades, he transformed a wasteland into a first world country. It was not easy. It was difficult because while building this nation, it was being criticized by the outside world and by the people. They said, we don't understand what you are doing. All these, your policies, your reforms, you are too strict. You are a dictator. How can you force English upon us? How can you introduce capital punishment? They were calling him all sorts of names. You are so tough on the workers' union. The speech I gave as my intro was when he was addressing the airline unions when they were trying to destabilize his government then. Today, history has vindicated Lee Kuan Yew. He will always be remembered as the founding father of Singapore. But while he was building this country, nobody respected him. He sacrificed his life in creating this great nation that it is today. He was a visionary leader. He preferred long-term foundations and systems which will outlast him other than short-term applause. He was very pragmatic in his leadership style. He copied from all other theories and philosophies, from communism, from capitalism, from Marxism. He copied from each of them and analyzed them and applied what work. He famously said, I am not a man who is governed by theory or philosophy. I look for a solution and apply it. If it works, it works. China is a great global superpower today, and it contributed to it because when they were looking for an economic model to copy, they came to Singapore. Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew is a titan amongst men. He's the greatest leader in modern history. And I believe the whole world will be a better place if we have more leaders like Lee Kuan Yew. I urge everyone here, it is a plea. Is I've told myself that anybody among my peers that wants to go into leadership role, I'm taking upon myself to tell them about him. The world needs more leaders like Lee Kuan Yew. Thank you, everyone.
We had an inspiring speech from the first speaker, and now we're having an educational and informational speech. Isn't Toastmasters wonderful?
Yes.
Thank you so much for that insight. You see, Lee Kuan Yew is not here today. I think he died last year. So, sorry? 2015. He's not here today, but we are remembering all his leadership traits. We are remembering him for his charismatic leadership. Like, it's almost like our speech is working in line with the theme of today's meeting. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Yes, let's take 1 minute to evaluate his speech. Let's tell him again using the CRC method what he did well, comment his speech. We have the forms on our table for our guests. We have the forms on the table. Tell him what he did well, recommend areas of improvement, and comment again. That was very informational. Thank you. Simon, please, 1 minute. Let me know when it's on. Thank you. Are we having a good time?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. So let's quickly look at another trait of the magnetic leader. Selflessness. Selflessness. Just like we saw in the Lee Kuan Yew story, he was very selfless. He built a nation without applause. And now another leader that comes naturally to my mind when I think of selflessness, I just remember Nelson Mandela. I don't know the one that comes to your mind. I'm thinking of myself, the leader that comes to my mind. I'm just thinking about Tinubu will come to my mind. The leader that naturally, without thinking about that, comes to my mind anytime I get selfless service. I just remember Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela is someone, he's an inspiring selfless leader. You see, Nelson Mandela gave up his second term in office just because he saw that it was of the best interest of the post-apartheid South Africans. How many of our leaders will do that? So, as leaders, we have to be selfless. Sometimes it is not just about us. It is usually about the people we are called to serve. Let us note that as a magnetic leader, we have to be selfless in service. It is time to invite our third speaker. But before we invite our third speaker, we would like to hear from the speaker's evaluator. So ladies and gentlemen, please let us welcome our able, charismatic BTM third.
Okay, Miracle, it's my turn to do the evaluation. Good evening, Toastmasters and our very amiable guests.
Good evening.
I have the privilege to be evaluating a charismatic leader who will be giving a speech from the part Visionary Communication, Level 1, Project 2, and the objective of this speech is writing a speech with purpose. So we're expecting a well-crafted speech that will have all the segments of the speech. Duration, timer, you're writing whether you're timing 5 to 7 minutes. And the title of the speech is Embracing the Challenges. Over to you,
Our third speaker is a very inspiring speaker. I've heard him speak quite a lot of times. He will be speaking to us from the visionary communication part. He is a multidisciplinary professional. He is an accountant, a banker, and a lawyer. Wow, so much in one portfolio. Hey, that's serious. He also holds MBA Finance and Investment, an associate member of the Chartered Institute Banker of Nigeria. He is an associate member of the Chartered Institute Arbitration UK. He is the CEO at Value Packs Limited. One person. I love that. Just one person. He loves to read books and play table tennis. His favorite quote is, "Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful." I think we need 1 minute to let that to sink. Challenges are what makes life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Joshua Murray said that. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker, you heard his profile, right? Our next speaker is another very charismatic, very inspiring, very energetic Toastmaster Olusegun Daniel.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Good evening, charismatic Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
How many of us love soft life? Wow, that's a great one. I also love soft life. My wife happens to be the chief advocate of this soft life. She will tell me, honey, I look forward to that day that you wake me up from the bed in the morning with a tray of delicious food in your hands. And as you wake me up with good morning, you serve me directly in my mouth.
Okay, wow.
Or, babe, when do we go on a voyage while in a private jet, traveling to the Caribbean island, to the beach, or traveling to the parade, or to Dubai? And while in our private jet, on the sky, carrying my foot on your lap. I'm sure some of us saw it a few days ago on TV.
Adam social media.
I didn't mention anything.
I didn't, yeah.
So, it wasn't because I don't believe in something like that. But I also believe that we should also know when to step out of this soft life game and face some reality of life. Someone, Seneca once said that challenge strengthens the mind as exercise strengthens the body. And that was what I found myself in 2022/2023. I was overwhelmed with this cliche of traveling is part of education. People say traveling is part of education, right? Yeah. So some of my friends say, you haven't traveled. Which country have you been? I've not traveled. So I then started to apply for visa. Dubai, I went and came back. London, UK, I was given 6 months, I went and came back. Paris, I went and came back. Schengen visa, no. I came back. And after a while, it dawned on me that I haven't traveled, nobody has given me a certificate for flying business class or BA. And now to myself that at this point, I need to face the reality of life. Because all this traveling, though I got some experiences, but none of them has shaping my mind, to the extent I want myself to have improved. So traveling is, to me, isn't that educative? I don't understand. Apply for a degree at this university to study law. See, I just put myself in trouble. I found myself in class with Gen Zs, having loads of books to read. As if those were not enough. Quantum of assignments while going home with a limited time for submission. Visiting, sweating in library, trying to find law cases under AC. The moment you enter class, tests upon tests. As a father, as somebody who has staff working, I got exhausted. I was so tired that I began to ask myself, who sent me here? How will I cope? Some of my classmates, mature men, dropped out. I thought I contemplated dropping out too. But I know people that I told that I'm studying law will laugh me. How to continue? As if those stress, tough life wasn't enough. At some point, one of my mentors, DTM, here, called me that there's a responsibility for you to become a VP at Unity Toastmasters Club. Normally, I would have said no. But something came to mind. G.F. Kennedy said, do not pray for an easy life. Pray to be a stronger man or stronger version of yourself. Look backward. Today, by April, I'll be running up as a law graduate. Also, a few months from now, in June, I will also be running up a Unity Toastmaster as the president. Though it was tough. But someone said, the journey was tough. Really, really tough. Being the president of being the VP to president of Marble, coupled with law, coupled with office, coupled with parenting. But somebody said, Joshua Marin said that challenges are what make life interesting, like we heard earlier, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Toastmasters and guests, Soft Life is a wonderful place for us to visit for once in a while. It is a very terrible place for us to live if we want to grow. A life without friction is a life without fire. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Olusegun. Soft life is a very terrible place to be. There was something I told one of us this afternoon. I said, you see, growth does not happen in our comfort. Not at all. Most times, our comfort, that soft space is just making us feel comfortable. But the actual growth happens in discomfort. Just like we're doing here, we're all speaking. It's not like we're not having butterflies in our tummy. We are feeling cold, but we have to do it because we want to be better. We have to do it because we want to shine outside. Like I said, here is our training ground. Toastmaster Olusegun, thank you so much. So please, let's use 1 minute to evaluate Toastmaster Olusegun's speech using the CRC method. For our guests that just came in, we have an evaluation form just right in front of you, a little slip. So you can use it. If you heard his speech, comment, tell him what you love beautiful well about his speech, recommend, tell him areas you feel he can improve on, and commend again. We have 1 minute for our evaluation. Let's evaluate our speaker. Thank you so much. We have looked at 3 traits of a magnetic leader. Can anyone just remind me of 2?
Persistent.
Authenticity.
Selflessness.
Beautiful. Persistency. A round of applause. That shows we are really listening. Thank you so much. So now we're going to look at another trait, which is communication. As a leader, as a magnetic leader, we need to have strong communication skills. You see, in Toastmasters, we not just learn how to come here and speak in public, we also learn communication skills. And communication skill is not just public speaking. Communication skill is knowing what to say and how to say it. Most times it is not about what we say, but how we say it. There's a skill in knowing what to say and how to say it. Let's just give a quick scenario. I usually like to use the home because we're all from homes. We have a husband and a wife. The husband comes in from work feeling all stressed. Just put yourself in your shoes, feeling all stressed. He comes back and he sees his wife watching YouTube or watching Netflix. It's so much. Every time you're always watching it, so I'll go out, I'll struggle, I'll go out and I'll get money to take care of these children. They're not shopping. The only thing you know how to do is to watch movies and all of that. Then depending on the woman's mood, if she's in a good mood, maybe she might just resent. If she's in a very bad mood, quarrel. That's how they'll start exchanging words. Then imagine another man, let's call him B now. He comes back feeling all stressed, and the wife will come in. Sweetheart, honestly, I am so tired. I feel like I'm overworked. It's almost like I'm not doing anything. And the wife will be like, what's going on? Like, I think we need extra hand. Taking care of all the family and all the responsibilities, beginning to weigh me down. Do you think there's something we can, let's see how, and that's how they relate and they work out something. So you see, the same message was passed, but different what?
Different skills.
Exactly. So sometimes it is not about what we say, but how well we say. As magnetically that we need to have strong communication skills. And we are in the right place to hone our communication skills. It is time to invite our fourth speaker. But before we invite our fourth speaker, we'd like to hear from his evaluator. So ladies and gentlemen, please let's make welcome to the podium, Toastmaster Nafiu.
Thank you very much. I want to be the Lee Kuan Yew of Nigeria. Is it possible? Yes. A charismatic one. Thank you very much. I will be evaluating a charismatic personality, which on the Toastmaster space we call him an ancestor. He's a distinguished Toastmaster. And today he's commencing his fourth part in Toastmasters. I don't want to call it introducing himself to the club because he has been on the space for a very long time. But as the objective states, let me just go by it. I'm going to evaluate an ancestor who is speaking from the communication, missionary communication, level 1, project 1. Wow. The purpose of his speech is to introduce himself to the club and learn basic structure of public speech. Timer, kindly take note. The speaker has 4 to 6 minutes to speak. And at the better part of the meeting, I'll come and give my report. Over to you.
Thank you so much, dear charismatic. Our fourth speaker is indeed an ancestor. He has BA honors from University of Port Harcourt, Masters in Public Admin from University of Lagos. In addition to several certifications in leadership, governance, proficient in persuasive, innovative planning, and dynamic leadership. He is a very seasoned professional with a distinguished career that spans over 20 years. Quite a lot of experience. He holds several roles across policy analysis, management consulting, facility management, and logistics. He is the lead consultant, Master Key Consult, and he is a distinguished Toastmaster. You know what it is to be a distinguished Toastmaster? It's not an easy couple. He is a distinguished Toastmaster. He is the current Division C Special Duties Director. He will be speaking to us with a speech title, Opportune Persons Are More Successful Than the Privileged. There's a norm that we have here in Toastmasters when we are having a member give the icebreaker, we stand up after the speech. So once he's done with the speech, we stand up and appreciate. So ladies and gentlemen, please let us make welcome the ancestor of Unity Toastmasters. A very
Remind me of Good evening, Toastmasters and our amiable guests.
Good evening.
Do you agree with me that most successful people are not really privileged persons?
Yes.
They are fortunate. And you drink to it. I love Toastmaster University speech. You dramatize, you saw my notes at night. You dramatize what it takes to succeed in life. Now, my definition of being opportune is being at the right place at the right time with the right people. For privileged persons, it's a honor, it's a gift. I've seen so many persons born into or with royal blood that are still struggling. The Bible says it's appalling to see priests walking while slaves are riding on horses. Now, my journey to Toastmaster wasn't a privilege. I was already an adult. I joined Toastmaster when I was 50 years old. Only 51. Because I think I'm 9 years Toastmaster. But I had this banker friend from my account officer. And we're so close. So I went visiting one day and we were talking. I said, hey, join me for a meeting. She never even told me what the meeting is all about. But to trust guys here. A pretty girl's invitation, you're always loyal. So I went with her to the meeting. And that was Unity Toastmasters 2017. And later after the meeting, I signed up. 3 months into the meeting, I was made the Vice President of Education.
Wow.
Now, what's my interest of joining Toastmasters? Leadership. John C. Maxwell said, everything rises and falls with leadership. And you will agree with us Nigerians that if you can master the acts, like our Timothy said, of leadership, the society will be advanced, society will be progressive, people will be empathic. So I joined Toastmasters to understand more on the skills of leadership, the art and science of leadership. Between then and now, I've served as the club president. I think I was the 13th president of this club. I've served as area director. I'm currently serving in division. I've served in several committees. I've held several portfolios because I'm still searching. And not too long, somebody asked me, now that you have the badge this year, why are you still in Toastmaster? And I laughed. My why is yet to be accomplished. I want to leave a legacy where outcome will be undermined or will be overwhelmed by impact. A lot of us work through outcome. That's why certification is not competence. I wanted to have an impact, a legacy to say, this is it. So, apparently, this is supposedly my 5th icebreaker, not even 4th. Because I had one during the legacy era. Then when we moved to pathway learning experience, I started with dynamic leadership, deliberately. Now what dynamic leadership taught me is essentially how to be situational in managing resources and people. I went from there to innovative planning. And a few of you will probably know me to identify how logistician I've been over the years. They have been able to plan. Sure, an event manager consults me today because of my experience. My third part was persuasive influence. I realized that you can't be a good leader if you can't persuade people. Essentially, leadership is influencing people to do what they did want to do. And this part I'm on now is visionary communication. As a leader, she said so, one of the magnetic skills is communication. If you don't communicate your vision with clarity, followership will be ineffective. Let's meet by 4. Come by 4. Come anytime. There's a difference. So in being able to carve my vision, I'm very sure that I'll be able to work along with so many persons. Now the beauty about being in communication is this. If you're a marketer, for instance, or you're a salesperson, for instance, and you can couch your sales speech very well, people won't buy your product. The same is applicable to leadership. So this evening, by way of introducing myself to the club, I want to charge all of us to have the notion that people who have gone far in life, people who have excelled, who have succeeded, are not privileged persons. We are all born privileged. You have 24 hours, you are gifted with certain skills, you're beautiful, handsome, but those who are opportune to be at the right place, at the right time, and the right person is meeting them. I was opportune to meet the right person in Toastmaster, and I grabbed that opportunity, and I'm where I am today, and I'm still searching. So success is a function of the opportunity that you took advantage of. The young lady was so chattered because her initial was going to wither out. Luckily for her, she had an opportunity. So by default, she became who she is today, and she's proud of her accomplishment. So I charge all of us today, walk with opportunity. It was not for me.